Hey guys, this is Ralphnum, and I wanted to uh, post kind of a response to a YouTube video that I saw Markiplier put up about the coronavirus. And I just wanted to say that I completely agree with everything that he says about the coronavirus, that we need to be very cognizant of um, our own sanitation. I guess would be the best word to put it. Washing your hands, especially when you're out in public, making sure you're not touching your uh, hands, touching your hands, making sure you're not touching your face, uh, your mouth, your eyes, anything like that. And then as soon as you get home into your own environment and you're you're in your safe place where you don't have the infection or anything like that, make sure you're washing your hands. Um, and you don't need to use sanitizer for everything. In fact, it's not really good to use sanitizer. If you talk to any medical professional, they more often than not recommend using soap, not sanitizer, because sanitizer kills all germs, and not all germs are bad. There are germs that actually fight off bad germs. There are good germs, and killing all germs actually causes your immune system to be worse, because then you kill all the germs, and then the bad germ shows up, and there's no good germs to fight it. Um, so your best bet is to actually just wash your hands constantly. Um, but another thing that Mark said is that he's going to keep doing videos on YouTube, and I feel like that's extremely important in these coming months and weeks, months, however long it takes for this pandemic, this issue to be resolved, the coronavirus, for it to I don't know if it'll ever run its course and then just be gone. It's probably just going to be one of those things that we have to deal with in the world, and like the flu. I mean, yeah, we have vaccines for a lot of illnesses and stuff like that, but not everything. We don't have vaccines for absolutely everything that's out there. This could be another one that's like that. We don't have a vaccine for it, and we just have to be more aware of our cleanliness, and uh, work better at helping each other with staying healthy and staying clean. And it is more about those of us, not me personally, but those of the human populace that have a weakened immune system. Um, my mom, my stepdad, they both have a very weakened immune system, and so it's a big concern to me that I make sure that I'm staying clean, and making sure that I'm doing what I need to not spread the disease any more than it already is. But again, going back to the YouTube, they're canceling all kinds of stuff, and if this continues on for more than just a few weeks or a month or 2 months or 3 months or something like that, you're going to see a substantial drop in televised anything, because there will people will be wanting to protect themselves from the virus, and not wanting to be around a bunch of people that could potentially spread the virus. And so I would imagine that anybody that records, like, uh, actors and actresses, that record TV shows and movies that have huge production costs or anything like that, lots of people on set, um, that you're going to see that stuff start to taper off, and you'll see less of that kind of stuff. So then it falls to um, us YouTube creators to become more cognizant of um, entertaining, and providing an entertaining product. So it falls to us to continue to do, um, not just YouTubers, but anybody who um, post videos online or streams through Twitch or Mixer or any other streaming thing, or people that I've seen a few websites out there where they're specifically geared towards doing music, stuff like that. It draws the people like us that are able to do this kind of thing from the safety of our own home and not have to go somewhere else to do it. Um, it falls to us to continue to provide a um, entertaining experience for people, because I would imagine that the more people stay home, the more they're going to look for other outlets than TV or stuff like that, because you're going to start getting reruns and stuff like that maybe you've seen the episodes and a bunch of stuff. If especially if this continues for an extended period of time, I'm talking like years. Because as far as a vaccine goes, we're at least 4 years out from having a vaccine. At least minimum 4 years out from having a vaccine for the coronavirus. And that's a long time to go with concerns of public safety and getting the coronavirus, and that could potentially cause a lot of things to stop happening. I mean, sports, the NBA has stopped for at least a month. Right now, they've shut down a month for the foreseeable future. NFL operations are being done from their own homes. They're no longer allowed on premises of the teams and in the offices or anything like that. They have to work from home, and if the things don't change before a lot of the NFL procedures get going faster, and we start gearing up towards the summer camps and preseason stuff like that, and there's still no progress, I would imagine that we're not going to have an NFL season. The baseball season has been put off. Really, the only thing that I haven't heard anything about, whether it's being canceled or postponed or anything like that, is NASCAR. That's the only thing that I know of that hasn't said whether or not they're canceling their season or canceling races or whatever. So that's a big part of the entertainment industry that going away. And again, like I said, if this is something that's going to continue, I mean, the coronavirus has already been Tom Hanks and his wife were diagnosed with the coronavirus, so it's already hit Hollywood, which means that there's a good chance that there will be production, like TV show and movie productions, that are halted until the coronavirus goes away. So it could very well be, for the foreseeable future, that we're just going to have reruns on TV and old movies and old TV shows and stuff like that, animated TV shows, things. That's probably another thing that's going to end up happening a lot as far as TV goes, where you're going to see a lot more animated stuff, because that is something that people can do their voice acting from the safety of their own home, like a YouTuber or anybody who streams on the internet. You can record what you're doing at home and then send it to the person who does the sound, and they can do that from home and send it to the person who does the editing. All that stuff can be done from home. So animated stuff can be done from home, but as far as live action TV shows, movies, stuff like that, that's something that I could see, if things don't start settling down, that you'll see less and less of moving forward. Just for actors and actresses, for their own safety, and the crews, the camera crews, the sound techs, the lighting techs, the directors, the producers, all those people. As much as we like to think that we give to other people, when it comes to our own safety, personal safety and personal health, personal well-being, like really, really personal stuff, like when it could be potentially deadly, we will put ourselves above other people. There are people out there that are trained to do the opposite, but that's in fighting wars or fighting against crime or fires or stuff that you can actually physically see, physically touch, physically um, interact with firefighters, police officers, medical personnel, and that's another thing. Um, and I think that anybody who works in emergency services, firefighters, medical personnel, police officers, people that work in the military, um, people that work in our jails and prisons and penitentiaries and all those kinds of things, they do not get enough credit, because even though this pandemic is going on and it's a big deal, those people can't stop doing their jobs. No matter what happens, they have to go to work, because if they don't, who's going to protect us from the criminals that go out there and decide that they want to break into somebody's house, steal their belongings, steal their food, because this pandemic gets to the point where we're all staying hunkered down in our own houses and eating the food that we have stored up. Who's going to put out fires that start? Who's going to help people that get hurt for various different reasons and get sick from other things? If the if medical personnel, firefighters, and police officers stop doing their jobs, there will be even more dangers and more people that will be getting hurt. And then, I mentioned correctional officers, people that work at the jails and prisons. If they stop doing their jobs, there's nobody there to keep an eye on the prisoners. And then the only other, because we have the whole cruel and unusual punishment thing. If we lock them all in their cells and send everybody home that works in the jails or prisons, that's cruel and unusual punishment, because then they're not getting food, they're not getting water other than from their toilets and possibly their sinks, and there's no way for them to get out for most of the things unless you shut power out to some of the jails or prisons that have automated doors and not like key lock doors. So that's cruel and unusual punishment. We can't do that. That's unconstitutional, and that's inhuman. To just leave people to starve to death. I don't care what you've done. Nobody deserves to starve to death. It's a cruel thing. That goes hand in hand with burning to death or drowning. It's just a horrible way to die. I think starving to death would be worse than any of those. Because yes, burning to death, you feel the burn to a certain point. At least my understanding of it is, but once your nerves and stuff have all burned away, you can't feel anything anymore. And drowning, it sucks because you reach a panic point where you can't breathe anymore. Same thing as it's suffocating, but you're taking in water as opposed to not being able to take in air. Still can't take in air either, but starving to death, that takes days. Maybe even weeks, depending on your physical constitution. You wither away to nothing, and it takes a long time, and you know it's coming because you're not getting any food. Granted, like they probably have sinks. Most jails and prisons, I believe, have sinks inside the cells, so they can brush their teeth, wash their hands, that kind of stuff. So they have access to water, whether that's healthy water to drink or not, I don't know. I don't currently work there. I'm in the process of trying to get a job at the local jail, but I don't currently work there. So you have to have prison guards and correctional officers and the medical personnel at the jail or prison and the warden there and the people there to run the prison, make sure that that the inmates, one, don't get out, and two, are taken care of in a humane way. So there are a lot of unsung heroes out there that don't get the credit they deserve. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that everybody that works in those fields should be working in those fields. I know that there are people out there that take advantage of the power that they're given. But there are also way more good people that work in those fields than there are bad. Not every cop is a horrible person. Not every cop is racist and wants to, kill or beat up or tear down anybody that's not their specific race. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, whatever your race is. You have both sides, racist and non-racist, have both sides in every walk of life for every race. Those people that are racist, and there's more often than not, there's more people that aren't racist than that are, and a lot of people that aren't racist get labeled as racist specifically because of the perception that people have that certain jobs are racist. It's not the job, it's people. There are certain people that work in those fields that are racist. Stop labeling everybody that works in those fields as being racist or out to get you, because 99% of them aren't. But again, because of the way this pandemic is coming around and is causing everybody to isolate themselves from everybody else, I really do think it's a big thing that we as YouTube creators, that we do our best to continue to be ourselves and continue to provide the kind of product that you've come to know and love, and want us to give, and even take that extra step, maybe produce even more than we already are. There are some people that are already putting 2 videos out a day, and I was trying to do that for a little while, but it's so hard to find the time to do that because you've got so much other stuff going on. Like, I have a family, I have a daughter, and I need to spend time with her, so that's not something I can do. So not everybody can do that, but we can do more, especially if we're quarantining ourselves in our rooms. A lot of schools are being shut down, so they're less likely that we're gonna have to worry about taking kids to school, so they'll be home all the time anyways. Like, my daughter's older, she can entertain herself for hours and hours and hours. I give her a laptop, she puts on Netflix, and then she's gone, and I don't see or hear from her for hours. Where'd she go? But with that in mind, I'm saying right now that I'm going to do my best to continue to post at least 1 video a day, and I'm going to try to be better about making them more entertaining, making them funnier, making them more of what you guys want to see. But that also goes hand in hand with you guys. You guys gotta let us as the content creators know if you like what we're doing, if you don't like what we're doing, if you want us to try something different, if you think we should, like, for me and a lot of other YouTubers out there that do Let's Plays, if you have ideas for games that you would like to see us play, you gotta let us know. We won't know. And I haven't played that many games yet on my channel, but somebody like the guy who I'm doing this video because I watched his video on the coronavirus, Markiplier. He's got thousands and thousands and thousands of videos that he has posted. He's been doing this for years and years and years, and he's played so many games that you may have a game that you want him to play, and you may suggest it to him. Maybe he's already played it, and he can point you in the right direction on getting to that playlist. Or maybe somebody in his community will see your post, or you asking him to play a game, or any YouTuber, not just Markiplier, but any YouTuber out there. You may have somebody else in the community that's like, oh, they've already played this, just look up this. Because not every video that's a Let's Play has the title of the game that they're playing in it. I've noticed that through um, watching other YouTubers. Uh, I try to always include the title. I think I have included the title of the game, except for my 3 new games and 3 great games. And a few weeks ago when I was still doing the 3 bad games, I didn't include the titles of the games in that, but I did put the titles of the games in the description of those. But I'm not sure if you can find games that way or not. But the only way that content creators are going to know if you like what they're doing, or if you want to see something that they haven't tried yet, something that they haven't done yet, or just something that you want to see them do, the only way they're going to know that you want that or that you like that is if you let them know. And the way you let them know is you like, subscribe, and you leave comments. So if you like a specific YouTuber, make sure you're liking their videos, make sure you're subscribed to their channel, and make sure you let them know how much you appreciate everything that they've done. Leave them a comment. They might not see it, but they might too. You'd be surprised at how many YouTubers do read the comments. They may not have time to respond to everybody, but a lot of them do read the comments that you leave. I've seen a lot of people say, you probably won't see this. You don't know that. They might see it. They just don't have time to respond to it. I mean, especially a lot of the big name Let's Players, they've got millions of people that follow them. So for them to take the time to respond to every comment that they get, that's all they would be able to do. Whereas us smaller channels like mine, where I currently have 8 subscribers, we can take the time to respond to comments because we don't get that. And a lot of that is because we don't have that many subscribers. Our videos aren't getting noticed that much because we don't have that many subscribers. And also the people that do watch our videos aren't necessarily liking the videos if they do like the videos. And they're not necessarily subscribing. So the way you let a person that makes content know that you like what they do is like their channel. The way you let them know that you want more, subscribe to their channel. And if you want more from them and you want to be able to see when they post new videos, make sure you ring that bell that's next to the subscribe button. That lets you know whenever they post a new video. The moment that that video comes up, the moment that video gets posted, you will know about it. So, if you like what I do, if you like what any YouTuber does, if you like what any YouTuber does, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I will see you guys next time. But until then, keep your head up, moving forward. This is Roftum, signing off.